Diane Lawrence is here. She's the Assistant Recreation Division Manager at Cape Parks and Rec. We're talking corporate games, not pina coladas. Pana colada.
We might add something to our corporate games, though.
Even if there's no alcohol in them, if you don't tell people, some people will be just, hammered anyway. All right, so corporate games, so much fun. You guys do so many sports, it's kind of shocking.
It's actually we have 22 different events during that 2 weeks. Corporate Games this year runs Sunday, September 14th through Friday, September 26th. And we kick off that Sunday, and we actually have 4 different events plus our banner competition. So we get started right away on the competition.
Okay.
And then
do they usually fill up fast, or do you have to go searching for teams?
It's interesting because some of our teams that have been with us for years, they let us know right away that they're going to join. And then we've got some smaller teams that are like our Division II that are under 100 employees, and they got to work with it a little bit because it's 2 weeks of competition. We have competition every night. 2 different events usually, so it takes a lot of coordination with your staff. They're working all day, or sometimes they're working all night, and then trying to get everybody together. So usually the last 2 or 3 days of registration, which Friday is the last day of registration, I start getting a lot of teams, coming in or asking some final questions.
Yeah, because you've got to have people at your workplace who can do all of these different things, because you do have to participate in most of them, don't you?
Yeah, we have 22 different events, and we ask all of the teams to compete in at least 17 of the 22. So you do have the option to opt out of a couple of them if you need to. We do have, mixed teams, so we have men and women on most all of our competitions. And so sometimes it becomes difficult finding enough women to play or the right combination. So you do have the option to opt out of 5 of the events if you choose to do that. But it's a great couple of weeks, and it really brings the community together as well as businesses and organizations, that might not interact with each other on a regular basis.
Yeah, employee bonding is a huge thing. A lot of people may feel alienated at work for one reason or the other. Maybe they're new to town and they just moved here and they're from somewhere else, and they could sign up to be on your volleyball team or whatever the case may be. But can you tell people what some of the sports are so they know if they might be interested?
Absolutely. So it's a wide variety of sports and events. We have flag football, darts, pickleball, sand volleyball, billiards, golf, miniature golf. We have a trail relay that we do. We have cornhole, tug of war. That's one of our popular ones. Kickball, soccer, softball, washers, horseshoes. Some of these I now have gotten very familiar with the rules since the last couple of years. Basketball, bowling. The Thursday night before our closing ceremony is our dodgeball competition, which is probably the most popular event that we have. And then on our closing ceremony, that Friday the 26th, we have our trivia competition, which thankfully you are emceeing again for us this year.
Loved it.
And then we also throw in a mystery event. We ask for 2 to 4 players per team, and they have no idea what that event actually is until they come that night.
Because sometimes it's mental, sometimes it's physical. It's strategic. You never know.
Yep, absolutely. But it's a lot of fun.
It is. So, like if you're a small company with less than 100 people, a small company is usually between 20 and 30 people. It might be kind of hard to get together that many people who want to play, basketball or, flag football or something like that. That might be kind of hard to find people who want to do that. That's why you make it just mandatory for like 17, because most of those other ones I think everyone can do.
Yeah, pretty much. We do also, offer particularly for the Division II, the smaller teams and the smaller companies, they can combine with another team and do the competition that way to help. Because some of our businesses may not have as many women employees, just given the nature of their work. And so we want everybody to be able to participate and not be limited because they don't have enough to fill a team.
That's awesome.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. All right. So how do they sign up? Do they have to come in and physically deliver roster for each event, or what do they do?
They can originally register online, but we do have we still have a paper registration form that we need because it lists all of the participants, but it also gives us some important contact information as well as we get their T-shirt order, so we can get all of the teams their T-shirts for the actual event.
Yeah, and then you're utilizing the facilities around town. We're lucky here in Cape to have nice facilities for each one of these sports. And
absolutely.
A lot of it can be indoor because of the Sportsplex.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, we utilize all of our outside facilities, Shawnee Park Complex with softball and kickball. And then we utilize Sportsplex with our flag football, our soccer, basketball. And so it's a great way to get to visit some of the community centers and the centers that we have to offer here in town if you've not been to them before.
Yeah, and then get your brainiacs ready because trivia is always super fun. I love that event. I love coming. Where is it being held this year?
The closing event is at Dogwood Social. Hopefully it'll be outside. We like to utilize when the weather is good to be outside, but if not, we have a backup plan and we'll be inside. But trivia is one of our favorite events, too. I learn a lot during the trivia competition. I'm glad I don't have to compete.
Me, too, because I'm always like, who would even know this? Especially when you, show flags or something. I'm going, what the heck? I don't know that.
Who's going to know that?
Yeah, and it's always fun for me because as MC, I have the answers, so I always feel like I'm the smartest person in the room just because I have the answers, not because I'm smart.
Well, it's a great 2 weeks, and we encourage everybody that's interested to reach out to us. You can give us a call at the Osage Center, and we'll give you more information, and we'll get you signed up. But it's also a great way for people just in the community to come and watch great competition between great businesses and organizations. And you can cheer on your coworker, or you can cheer on your neighbor from next door.
And you can make friends. So you
Absolutely.
might win the traveling trophy. Who knows? You might get your name on it.
Our corporate cup keeps traveling, so it's a great event, and we look forward to friendly competition. Yeah. We do emphasize friendly, but it's a great event, and we look forward to it every fall.
Yeah, some people take things just a little too seriously. It's all for fun. All right.
It's all for fun.
Diane, thanks so much.
Thank you so much, Fawn. You have a great day today.
You too. Bye-bye.